Welcome into the bunker of General Gridiron, Phil Marshall of football forecasting. We're about to map out the way this college football weekend is gonna go. Will your favorite team be marching to victory, or will the enemy be taking your battle flag? This is college football's Championship Saturday, where the winding road to the college football playoff will finally be straightened up. Now, grab your helmet and man those battle stations. We're ready for another round of General Gridiron's football foretelling. But before we get to the championship, Donnie Brooks, there's a handful of regular season contests remaining in the Big 12 that I want to forecast. Kansas State at TCU. The Purples are colliding for one final meaningless showdown to mercifully end each endangered species season. The Kitty Cats are clawless on both offense and defense, but the Horned Lizards from Cowtown are even less capable of damage. The Froggies have one clear disadvantage: wild-eyed, blood-squirting inconsistency. Quarterback Kenny Thrill Hill had his nickname trademark in College Station when he tossed for the Collies, but nobody wants it now. Bill Snyder is a better coach than Hill is a QB. The Generals victor? K-State. Baylor at West Virginia. The drugged Circus Bears have lost 4 straight coming into this Appalachian showdown. With the Fuzzy Wuzzies' feeble attendance numbers and offensive production in free fall, the online tarp shopping is sure to pick up in Waco. Luckily, they won't have to be embarrassed when they head to a full Mountaineer Stadium on Saturday to round out their season with a 5th straight loss to wispy-haired Dana and his Mountain Dew swilling brigade of wild and wonderfuls. The Generals victor? West Virginia. Oklahoma State at Oklahoma. Bedlam comes once a year to the rolling plains of Oklahoma, and once again, the winds careening off the shiny Big 12 trophy sweep swiftly into the southern suburb of Okie City called Norman. Truth be told, this rivalry has hardly been competitive over the years, as the Sooners lead the series 85-18 with 7 ties over the years. But with recent wins by Okie State and a recurring theme of conference title on the line, a massive rivalry it is. Bright orange and cool crimson will hang on the edge of, well, you guessed it, Bedlam, this Saturday. Norman is just too tough for the Pokes. Their pistols jamming. Sooner Schooner runs wild. The Generals victor? Oklahoma. Alcorn State versus Grambling State in the SWAC championship game. Sure, these two schools will play a football game, and yes, there will be fans cheering for the offense and defense of each respective program inside Houston's NRG Stadium. But this Deep South Throwdown is one of those rare contests where the spectators only truly pour in for the halftime show. From deep in Mississippi, the sounds of the Dynamite Band will be polished up and ready to blast a sonic hole in the Grambling Tiger Marching Band. The winners will be those folks in the stands at halftime. Oh, the game? Grambling was undefeated in SWAC play this year, and Ole Miss transfer Devontae Kincaid will be too much for the Alcorn State Braves in this title game. The Generals victor? Grambling State. Temple at Navy in the American Conference Championship. Houston? Nope. Cincy? Nope. Those AAC powers are nowhere to be found, and yet they will still play the American Championship despite these preseason darlings' collective absence. The Liberty Bells from Philly come into the game a surprise attendee to everyone, including themselves, it seems. Navy, the triple option combo of destroyer, battleship, and aircraft carrier, has been pounding bogeys all year, and the cute bespectacled Owls are the next targets. The Minis will rush left, right, and up the middle. The Generals victor? Navy. Still to come on this championship weekend college football forecast. Alabama goes for 3 straight SEC titles. And Urban Meyer's Buckeyes will sit back and watch Wisconsin and Penn State battle for Big Ten supremacy. Those picks are coming up when General Gridiron returns.
Because you want more flavor, at Newk's we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Newk's, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Newk's Eatery.
Howdy, soldiers. This is General Gridiron back with you. Each week, this fabulous football forecast is heard on some of the finest radio stations all over the home of great Gridiron Goliaths, including WWIC AM 1050 in Scottsboro, Alabama, Jackson County's home for Scottsboro Wildcats Radio, and the Alabama Crimson Tide, and KBYO FM 92.7 Fun Radio in Monroe, Louisiana. Or is it Louisiana Monroe? We appreciate all of our radio affiliates. Now, let's get back into the championship weekend football fight. San Diego State at Wyoming in the Mountain West Conference Championship. Founded in 1901 by the Germans, San Diego State University boasts some really fantastic views and maybe the best tailback in the nation. Donnell Pumphrey and the Aztecs roll into the Wild West to take on Laramie's group of student Cowboys. Wyoming has been a surprisingly successful program this year, shelling those bandits who roll into town with a wrangling defense and a capable offense. This time it's for the Mountain West Championship. The SoCal Steamer, Mr. Pumphrey, will be too much for the ranch hands. The Generals victor, San Diego State. Louisiana Tech at Western Kentucky in the Conference USA Championship. It's the Louisiana-flavored Bulldogs against the dreaded red-swinging blob from the top of a hill in Western Kentucky. And, as a bonus, it's for the CUSA Championship. If that's not enough to get you panting and ready for a rumble, then there is literally nothing on the planet that can wake you from your eternal slumber. WKU presents a challenge to the Cajun Canines in the form of a formidable offense, coming off a 60-3 pounding of Marshall's tamed herd. Holtz's dogs fight hard, but the jaws just can't wrap around the giant pulsating hilltopper thingy. The Generals victor, Western Kentucky. Clemson versus Virginia Tech in the ACC Championship game. The Tigers from the barn aren't out of the playoff hunt just yet, but Justin Fuente's boys from Blacksburg simply don't care about the chase for paw print glory. The neutered turkeys have improved since the beginning of the year, while the defending national championship runners-up have looked fairly average at times. But motivation is like raw meat to a tiger, and these jungle beasts are no exception. Clemson has something to play for down in Orlando, and play they will. The Generals victor, Clemson. Alabama versus Florida in the SEC Championship game. Florida loses this game by a lot of points. Next, Wisconsin versus Penn State in the Big Ten Championship game. No, it's not 1998, but the Big Ten looks like the dominant league this year, and the Midwesterners are having a hard time trying to figure out which quality program wants to represent this fine league in the playoff. Ohio State and Michigan have claims, or one of them had a claim anyway, but hey, oh my God, neither of those teams can win the conference. That honor goes to the Madison, Wisconsin Badgers and the Pennsylvania State University Nittany Lions. These two old school pounders look to unseat Ohio State as the favorite. Whiskey has a defense as thick as the finest cheddar there is. Jump around wins a squeaker in Indy. The Generals victor, Wisconsin. We've already looked at the big title games taking place across the nation. But hang on to your helmet. There's more around the corner. We'll be back in a moment to wrap up this week's General Gridiron with our rapid-fire picks. This is General Gridiron back with you. We've already maneuvered through this championship weekend's college football showdowns. Now it's time to fix your bayonet and storm the field with our rapid-fire football forecast. Up first, a handful of Sun Belt Conference regular season leftovers. Troy stabs Georgia Southern. South Alabama tops New Mexico State. Arkansas State aggravates Texas State. Louisiana Lafayette filet gumbos Louisiana Monroe. Idaho smashes Georgia State. And now, FCS Playoff second-round matchups. James Madison defeats New Hampshire. The South Dakota State Jackrabbits hop past Villanova. Jacksonville State jacks Youngstown State. Central Arkansas upsets Eastern Washington. Chattanooga gives Sam Houston State its first loss. North Dakota State destroys San Diego. The Citadel marches past Wofford. And Richmond catches North Dakota in its web. Well, troops, you can now put your swords back in their scabbards. We're all out of picks on this Championship Week edition of General Gridiron. We'll be back again next week. Same General Gridiron time, same General Gridiron station. So don't forget to tune us in on the radio, Facebook, and YouTube TV. And don't forget to tell your friends all about the show. Just search for General Gridiron. This is John Rawl, the General of Gridiron Glory, thanking you for letting me be a part of your weekend. This show was written by the incomparable Matt Heermans. General Gridiron is a production of CRM Sports. For more, log on to crmsports.com.
That'll be all, y'all.